It's already been a year since Moomoo officially launched in Malaysia, and I'm sure you've probably seen their advertisements everywhere, or maybe heard about them from your friends and family, hence why you're here in this video. If that's the case, welcome. I've been using their stock brokerage service for a few years now, and boy, are they not shy in shipping new products and attractive offers every now and then. Well, I'm here to bring you an updated overview of Moomoo Malaysia's offerings and everything you need to know about them. Okay, before I ask, full disclosure upfront. Yes, this video is sponsored by Moomoo Malaysia, but everything I say in this video are my own words and opinions, just like my usual brokerage reviews. If you haven't signed up yet, they are now offering attractive sign-up rewards for new users. However, they may change from time to time depending on when you watch this video, so I'll put all the details in a pinned comment down below. And here's a special bonus just for you. Use my exclusive KOL code Z11, that's Z11 when you deposit, and you will unlock extra exclusive rewards. Sign up now using the link below before the campaign ends. So, who is Moomoo? Here's a quick rundown. Moomoo is a stock brokerage platform under Futu Holdings Limited, which is publicly listed on the US Nasdaq exchange. The company has seen incredible growth in a short time, doubling their market value from about $7 billion in March 2024 to now more than $17 billion by February 2025, which is clear proof that people love their offerings. And just to give you a sense, this market cap of about 60 billion ringgit is bigger than many of the largest companies in Malaysia. Right now, Moomoo has more than 24 million users worldwide and $90 billion in client assets. At the moment, they are fully licensed and operating in 6 different countries, including the USA, Singapore, Australia, Japan, Canada, and Malaysia. Malaysian users can now trade in 5 different markets: Bursa Malaysia, US stock market, Singapore, Hong Kong, and also the China stock market. But more about this later. Just last year, they celebrated 6 years of working with Nasdaq by announcing a global strategic partnership. And guess what? I got to witness it firsthand at Nasdaq US. Check out my US vlog here if you haven't seen it. Now, just quickly before the numbers, if I can summarize my years and years of investing experience using Moomoo app in just a few words, that would be cheap, easy, and efficient. It gets the job done without much fuss, but that may be because I don't need all the bells and whistles as a long-term buy and hold investor, like margin trading, charting tools, and whatnot, etc, etc. But regardless, I think users from all backgrounds, beginners or seasoned investors, can greatly benefit from their platform. I'll start with the main factor that separates it far from the rest of the pack: its fees. Moomoo offers one of the lowest, if not the lowest fee package in Malaysia. If you are trading in Bursa Malaysia, you only need to pay a 0.03% commission fee plus a 3 ringgit platform fee per trade. On a trade of say 3,000 ringgit, that amounts to roughly 7 ringgit 80 cents only. And if I minus off the clearing fee and stamp duty, which is the same across all other licensed brokers in Malaysia, you can see that Moomoo only charges me about 3 ringgit 90 cents for this trade, which is super duper cheap. And to make it even better for you, for new users, your commission fee is actually waived for the first 6 months after opening your account, meaning you only have to pay the minimal platform fee. Now, if I take it one step further and compare them against other Malaysian bank brokers to trade in Bursa Malaysia, they are still one of the cheapest with super competitive pricing. And for my fellow US market lovers like me, the 0.03% commission fee is also waived for 6 months for new users, meaning you can trade with just a 99 US cents platform fee. For example, if I plan to buy 3 shares of Apple at about $240 US per share, or about $720 US in total, which is just a little over 3,000 ringgit, I would only have to pay about $1.2 US of fees before any regulatory charges. Ask any seasoned investor you know and they would tell you that this is a huge steal. Again, when I compare it with other Malaysian brokers that offer the same thing, you can see that Moomoo still stands as one of the cheapest, if not the cheapest option. Of course, there are other fees set by authorities and regulators which, like I said earlier, applies to all other brokers, and they are usually quite small in amount. But here's the good news, your account is completely maintenance free here since Moomoo has no inactivity fees, funding fees, dividend handling fees, or any hidden charges. And if you think this doesn't matter, I used to pay a few US dollars to the bank just to process my quarterly dividends, and man, do they add up over time. As for my fellow margin users out there, you are in for a treat. Moomoo's margin pricing, aka the interest rate charged when you borrow money to trade stocks, is only at 6.8% per annum, making it one of the lowest rates you can find in the local market. But keep in mind that margin trading comes with risk. Yes, you can leverage your returns, but you can also equally lose more money than you expect. So only trade on margin if you fully understand the risk involved. Now, apart from being cheap, like I said earlier, Moomoo is also a one-stop investment platform that lets you invest in global markets with different risk levels of products. This means you can trade on popular stock markets in Malaysia, US, Singapore, Hong Kong, and China, which lets you gain access to most well-known companies such as Maybank, CIMB, Tesla, Apple, UOB, OCBC Bank, Tencent from China, JD, BYD, and Bank of China. And this will give you more opportunities and exposure to high growth industries in different markets. Why limit yourself to just the local market, right? And like I've mentioned earlier, whether you're looking for low risk or high risk investments, Moomoo has it all. Money market funds, stocks and ETFs, REITs, IPOs, and even options trading for those of you that are interested in exploring the deeper end of the pool. It's all here in one single place. If you prefer low risk and want a safe place to park your idle cash, their money market fund or Cash Plus is a great option because it invests in short-term, high-quality assets like government bonds and treasury bills, which will provide you a stable return. They're also currently offering a US dollar fund with returns around 4% per annum, which is slightly higher than most other ringgit money market funds, which are generally around 3 to 4% per annum. The US dollar fund also provides a US dollar currency exposure that is very hard to get elsewhere in Malaysia. Here's some simple math for you. Let's say if you put 10,000 ringgit into it, with a 4.3% per annum return, you'll get an extra 430 ringgit. Of course, it's not guaranteed since it's still a low-risk investment and the value will fluctuate over time. But that aside, we gotta give Moomoo credit because they have paired their Cash Plus funds with something called SmartSave. Let's say you have 3,000 ringgit sitting idle in your account. By activating SmartSave, any idle cash that exceeds your preset amount, let's say 1,000 ringgit, will then be used to buy Cash Plus funds automatically. Now, let's say you want to trade 2,000 ringgit worth of stocks. SmartSave will automatically withdraw the additional 1,000 ringgit from the lowest return Cash Plus funds directly with no delay. Now, that's literally giving you free money on your idle funds, on top of the benefit of short-term liquidity with no lock-in periods. That's amazing. And another great update from them since May last year is the rollout of their US fractional shares trading. In simple words, you can trade more stocks and ETFs at a fraction of a share without needing to buy an entire lot like a minimum of 100 shares in Bursa Malaysia. For example, one Apple share costs about 240 US dollar, which is about 1,000 ringgit. You can now opt to buy 0.5 shares or 0.1 or even lesser. The choice is really up to you. This feature is available starting from as low as 5 US dollars only, or about 23 ringgit. So the barrier to start investing is literally non-existent for all Malaysians. And since their platform supports fractional shares, you can now set automatic recurring investments via their regular savings plan (RSP), which helps you to invest a fixed dollar amount of money at every set interval. Perfect to start practicing dollar cost averaging (DCA), a tried and trusted strategy in the world of investing. Similarly, starting at a minimum of 5 US dollar, you have all the freedom to choose any frequency at which you like to invest, be it daily, weekly, or monthly. And you can also adjust, pause, or delete your RSP at any time you want, so your investments can literally be set once and done. And before you ask, yes, IPOs or initial public offerings are available as well. This feature allows you to subscribe to shares of early stage companies which usually have a significantly higher growth opportunity. take Oriental Kopi as an example, a well-known Malaysia cafe chain that is popular for its traditional Nanyang cuisine. You can see their IPO price is 44 cents per share. But if you are one of the lucky early investors, then you probably can sell them over 80 cents per share, which is easily double in gains. Now, with Moomoo, you can apply for IPOs with zero fees and even borrow funds or margin to increase your allocation. I'm not saying all IPOs have guaranteed gains like this one, just using them as one of the few success stories. Now, on top of that, I'm also glad to share that Moomoo has added more funding options over time, like FPX and GX Bank Express, with instant transfers now available alongside bank transfers. Although this only covers one-way deposit and not for withdrawal. The withdrawal process is still a standard bank transfer which can take 1 to 3 business days. And just a quick note in case you're wondering, the money can only be withdrawn in Malaysian ringgit currency. So if you have any other currencies like US dollar, you can just simply one-tap convert it at a mid-market rate using their currency exchange tool. And it can be sent to any of your Malaysian bank accounts as long as they are under your own name. And if you think I'm done with showcasing whatever Moomoo offers, well, we are not quite done yet. Within the app itself, you'll find a ton of features. A stock screener that lets you filter stocks based on your preferences, be it market, financial indicators, valuation ratios, Sharia compliance, and many more. Comprehensive market data for all stock quotes, including real-time prices, earnings estimates, financial statements, dividends news, and an earnings and economic calendar. Industry chains and heat maps to visualize market trends, which gives you a bird's-eye view of what's happening in the market. Investment themes section to filter high-growth sectors like AI, renewable energy, and healthcare. An institutional tracker which lets you busybody kepochi look into what our Malaysian institutions like EPF and KWSP are investing in, so that you can, refer to what they do, and just so many more features that would take me hours to go through one by one. Although, there's one thing I must say. It can be a little bit daunting for starters when they first download their app. It's too well packed with features that cater to both investors and traders of all levels, and that can sometimes be a double-edged sword that turns beginners away. So this is definitely something that Moomoo should really consider. Simplify the app and make it more approachable, or at least have a one switch button to change it into a light version instead. And if I can shamelessly ask here, because I'm sure the Moomoo team will be watching this video same time as you are, I would love to see more funding options, especially more bank integrations. Yes, you can link with GX Bank now, but since I primarily use Maybank and CMB since forever, if I can link them directly, then that would be really a huge convenience. Now, just taking a page out of Robinhood's book in the US, where they have launched the amazing Robinhood Gold credit card. Trust me when I say this will blow every other credit card in Malaysia out of the water. Please, Moomoo. So, all things considered, I say Moomoo definitely stands out strongly with their competitive offerings, plus the speed of shipping new products for Malaysians to enjoy, all while complying to the strict local regulations and not compromising in the security department even by the slightest bit, which is easier said than done for many financial institutions. And apart from enriching retail Malaysian investors like you and I, if in the future Moomoo gets regulatory clearance to bring Bursa Malaysia to all their international clients, it would definitely boost liquidity in the local market by attracting more foreign investments, and the winner will be none other than all Malaysians. Seeing how much they have grown from where they were a few years ago, I'm genuinely excited to see what they're gonna bring to the table next. Until then, sign up with my link down below and deposit using my code Z11 to enjoy all the amazing rewards. Thanks for watching.